Right, hello. I'm shouting. Who gives a fuck on? And as you can see from the video, there's background lighting in the background. Look at that, multicolored. So we got that. This one is like electric fit to it. It's just lights, just a bit of lights, going slow, not going fast. So look at it, isn't it lovely? Bloody gorgeous. And I figured out the lighting. I've put the lighting, I've tilted it upwards and onto the ceiling. So I do look a bit like those, but that's just my skin colour. Very white. See, very white. But today, and I'm going to leave this bit in with the OBS screen. You'll just see the inner workings of the Chilling with JR video. We are doing another tier list. Oh, another tier list? What the fuck? That's so boring. But it's the only thing I haven't done yet. Apart from NXT. Well, don't think about it. Don't watch it as much. Oh, excuse me. We are doing an AEW roster tier list. Now, I watch AEW every Thursday and, well, yeah, it's Thursday in the UK, isn't it? But I mean, I watch it late Thursday because I'm not staying until 1 o'clock. Dr. Pepper. Not sponsored, just like drinking it. Yeah, AEW on a Thursday is what we watch, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Sonny used to be on the channel. I watch it with him, and we have a great time. A little bit of a spoiler, this won't be as in-depth as the Raw and SmackDown ones, because, you know, I don't know them as well as the Raw and SmackDown ones, alright? Alright, calm down. So some of them will probably be extremely wrong, and you'll be like, oh my god, why you put it there, why you put it there? Who cares? Like, now, you probably have seen one of these before by Cultaholic, and there was 81, I think it was 81, not even be more than that, 81 superstars on there, which is fucking ridiculous. But we've got these, all of these lovely people. There was one I saw that seemed to be up to date, but had Jimmy Havoc on him. I'm not going to talk about that. He's not there anymore, is he? And I will admit, I'm quite glad they got the names underneath them, because I will be like, what the fuck's that? I don't know what name, or his. But yeah, we'll get right. Ooh, M&M advert. Quite like M&M, it's a good shot for cheap shit. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. The remote for the thing in here. Not that about it. Right. Whew. Let's get into it, shall we? We'll start off with Abaddon. This is in alphabetical order, but I think I accidentally moved some about. So if there is some that's not alphabetically in place, it's my fault. Don't have to go to the tier list. We've got Abaddon. Since the Hikaru Shida shit, I'm gonna say shit, because it wasn't that good. She sort of disappeared. She appeared. She came like midway through this year, where she appeared, and you know, she's quite a scary character. I mean, she scares me, and she scared Hikaru Shida, which I think she shouldn't have really been scared of her. She's just been a bit wary, because she was actively frightened of her, which was ridiculous. And I didn't really like the fighting spot, you know, the under the ring fighting spot. I didn't really like that, but considering she hasn't really done much, and I don't watch AEW Dark, I will admit, I don't watch AEW Dark. I mean, I see little bits, but I don't watch it in full. So she's probably done quite a bit on there, but I haven't really seen that. So I'm going to judge this on the Dynamite thing. Don't, you know, that's probably completely wrong of me to do that, but that's what I'm doing, alright? That's what I'm doing. So I think I don't want to put her in the bottom, which is B, because she has actually done stuff, and she's not that bad. Quite a good wrestler, you know. I think she's very inexperienced as well. And to have done what she's done is quite good. So I'm going to put her in C. Old Abaddon. I think Sonny will have another thing to say about that, because he's quite creeped out by her. I mean, I am as well, but still. You know, get over it. It's only makeup. The next is definitely going in S. It's Adam Page. Hangman Adam Page. He's bloody brilliant, isn't he? He's fantastic. I think he's going to have a match with Matt Hardy. Hopefully it doesn't go too long, because I think Matt Hardy is sort of on the end, on the dying embers of his career. I mean, he's really good, the big money man, but... Excuse me. Yeah, it's S. It's definitely S. He's fucking fantastic. He's a brilliant wrestler. He's a brilliant storyteller. He is a brilliant character. Oh, superb Adam Page. And I think he should be AEW World Champion in the future. Maybe this year as well. Having a little feud with Kenny Omega, that'll be superb. And I'm going to rush through these because there's quite a lot of them. Next we have Alan Angels. Join the Dark Order, 5, Alan 5 Angels. He does a lot of stuff on Dark, because I think Alan Angel, I'm 23, and I think Alan Angels is younger than me. I think he's only just turned 23, which is mental, because it doesn't look it, it's longer than that. Do we put him in the middle, because I do quite like the Dark Order, and I'm a member, I did join the Dark Order, I've got t-shirts and all that, so I'm going to put him in B, because I think there's a lot of potential there. I mean, I could drop him down because he hasn't done much on Dynamite. I mean, he had a match with Cody, was it? I can't remember. I mean, he's alright. Moving on from Alan Angels. I love you, Alan Angels, but at the moment, you haven't done much on Dynamite. Next we have Alex Reynolds, who has got a brilliant tag team with John Silver. I think John Silver is so funny. And so is Alex Reynolds. I'm tempted to put him in A. Because I don't think the whole of the Dark Order is on the same level. There's different levels to all of them. I'm so tempted to put him in A. They're good wrestlers, they're very good wrestlers, but do I put him in B and John Silver in A? I am not sure. I'm really not sure. Put in the comments where you put him, because I'm really not sure. He's on the borderline of B and A. He's right on the borderline of B and A. I'm going to put him top of B. We're doing that sort of stuff. We're not just having a one tier thing. We're going to have tiers inside the tiers. And we're going to put him in B. Next we have Ali, who is with the Butcher and the Blade. She doesn't really wrestle much. She's just on the side. But also she's very young as well. And she's very inexperienced in terms of wrestling. I think, was it her or someone else who only wrestled like 5 times? Might be Anna Jay. I don't think I've ever seen her wrestle. I mean, she might have wrestled on Dark or Dynamite that I've missed. But I don't think I've ever seen her wrestle, so I'm going to put her in C. Because she hasn't really done much, she's been on the side. I mean, she's quite a good character, but still. Oh, she had the stuff with Cutie Marshall, didn't she, with a Nightmare? She did wrestle. I completely forgot about that, but I'm still going to put her in C. But she's got a bright future ahead of her. Next we have Angelico, who I think is quite an underrated wrestler in the company, with Jack Evans. I could put them both together, actually, because they're sort of on the same level. They're very good submission wrestlers and like on the mat stuff. And I know people find that quite boring. I don't think he's middle of the road though. I mean, he's an alright pair to lose or to make other people look better, sort of thing. So I found out the other day that Angelico is actually South African as well. I thought he was Mexican, but still, there's many mysteries of wrestling. Yeah, I'm going to put him top of C. I'm going to put Jack Evans in as well. I should have really done John Silver at the same time. Where's Jack Evans? It's Jay a dickhead. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to put him in C. I do think Jack Evans is... Jack Evans is very good at flippy high flying stuff. He's very good at that. But I just think this C at the moment. Stop drinking, it's unprofessional. Oh, fuck off. What's that for? Ooh, there's a lot of... Is that villas? Ooh! 500 grand, fucking hell. Right, get sidetracked here. Next got Anna Jay, 99 in the Dark Order. I think she's brilliant as well. And it's her, isn't it? She's only had about 5 matches and she looks really good. Oh, we finished with the can soon. Sorry, lads. I'm tempted to put her in C because I don't watch Dark. This is the problem. She's probably done loads on Dark, but I haven't seen it. And I started watching Being the Elite today, but I hardly watched that as well. So I'm just a Dynamite guy. I'm tempted to put her in C. This is the same thing with Alex Reynolds. If there was a tier between B and C, she'd be in there. Oh, I'm so... She's in a tag team tournament, won't she, with Ty Conti? I'm not sure. Don't put in B, bottom of B. There's going to be other people above her. I'm going to put bottom of B. Oh! Ah! The other lads are watching anime, not for me. You know, I don't want to read what I'm watching, but yeah. I don't know, I accidentally clicked on that. Next we've got Aubrey Edwards, who is the ref, who I think is brilliant. I watch a lot of Sami Guevara's vlogs, and she's really funny in that, and I think she's probably the best referee in the company, but... Can you put a referee in S? No, I don't think. I'm going to put her in A, because I think she's brilliant. She's also a game developer, isn't she? She's working on the AEW game, and she's brilliant. I think that's great. It's just a referee, isn't it? A really fun referee. I'm going to put her in A. Austin Gunn is quite annoying. I mean, your dad's great, you know, still able to go at this age. I mean, he's a good wrestler. But you know when there was no crowds and he was on the side, he's quite annoying. And I think I'm going to put him in C because he's probably wrestled in Dark, another thing. I should watch Dark more. Yeah, I'm going to put him in C. But just about there. I'm probably wrong in some people's eyes, but who gives a fuck? What's the Cultaholic one? It's a lot better than mine, and they got a lot more subscribers, so watch that one instead. Next we've got Awesome Kong, which is a mystery because she's disappeared. I mean, she had a thing with Brandy Rhodes where she was cutting people's hair a long time ago, and that was probably about 2 years ago, I'd say. That was ages and ages ago, and we haven't seen her since. I mean, I'm putting her in D because she hasn't been seen for ages. I think she's alright. She's just a big badass wrestler. I'd love to see her against Nyla Rose because that would be two. Can I say this? Two bigger women going at it. Ridiculous. Right. Next we have Big Swole, who I think is a massive. He was a great wrestler. I think Big Swole is massively underrated. I mean, the character is just a wrestler, and she doesn't really have a character. But I think she's really good. I think she's B at the moment, but I definitely think she'll go higher in the future. Yeah, put her there. She's better than Annie J. She's better than Alan Angel. Yeah, she's better than Alan Angel. Put her in B, but I definitely think she'll push up. I don't think an S, but she's definitely pushing up to an A in the future. She hasn't really been seen since the Britt Baker stuff, has she? Really? We haven't seen her since then, but you know. Big things to come in the future because I think she's really young still. Next we have Billy Gunn, who doesn't really wrestle much anymore, does he? But when he did, he's quite good for his age because he's in his 60s now, isn't he? I mean, he's more of like a, not a CEO, but like a backstage figure sort of thing now. So because he doesn't wrestle much anymore, we don't see him much. I mean, we see him on the sides and stuff. Then he might have the odd match. I'm going to put him in C. Because he doesn't really do much. He's a legend. He's a fucking legend of the wrestling scene. But still, in terms of AEW at the moment, this is at the moment, guys, not previous stuff. I'm going to put him in C. Brandy Rose is pregnant and having a girl. Congratulations to them too. Brilliant. I think she's alright. I think it's a B. Is it a B? Maybe even a C? Because she was going to fight Jade Cargill. She had a thing with Jade Cargill, didn't she? And then she got pregnant to avoid fighting Jade, I think. Nah, to him. And she's been off telly, which is fair. I think. And she didn't really do much before that either. I mean, she was alright. She was on and off. She had a Nightmare Factory, wasn't she, with Dustin and that. I think. Is she a B? I'm going to put her in. Yeah, I'm going to put her in B. Bit of a controversial one, but I'm going to put her in B. Maybe a C. It's another one on the borderline. It's another borderline wrestler. And we're moving on to Brandon Cutler, who wrestles on Dark all the time. He had a feud with Peter Avalon. He had a feud with Sean Spears, I think. It's the DND guy, isn't he? And if doing that tier list with Sonny, if Sonny's on it, he loves DND. I mean, I play it with him, but I'm not really that arse. It's quite boring to me, DND, but I hope he doesn't watch this, because I mean, it's alright, we have fun. But I couldn't play it as much as it got a bit boring. I don't watch Dark, you see, and is it middle of the road? Yeah, I'm going to put him in the middle because he's a really good wrestler, but I don't watch Dark. That's the issue. Not the top. I'll put him there, fuck it. I don't watch Dark, and I think he's a really good wrestler. He come out to make the save, or try and make the save, against, for the, was it the Chris Jericho shit? Was it? I think so. Oh, move that up a bit. Next we have Brian Cage, who I think I should put him in S because he's a scary dude. Have you seen the size of his fucking arms? I'm a fat guy, and you know, I've got quite chubby stuff, but his arms are probably the size of my fucking 2 legs put together. He's huge. He's a massive bloke, man. And he powerbomb Sting, didn't he? Which is ridiculous. I know you've been injured a few times, Sting, and you had a career-threatening injury against Seth Rollins. But can you take a bump? Oh yeah, that's fine. Who's it with? Brian Cage. Whoa! And he slammed him down as well. That was fucking mental. Yeah, I think I'm going to put him in A because he's not an S yet. Not an S yet is old Brian. And I've just realised the other guys at the Discord, and I turned them down, but not right down. I can still hear them. I'm going to pick up on the mic. Hang on, we'll do a little cut here. We're back. I had to do that because I could hear them. I hope they don't pick up on the start of the video. It's a little cameo. It's a little cameo from them. If this video ever makes money ever, it won't because we need 1,000 subscribers and views, but that won't ever happen. I'll probably get about 1 view and I've only got 18 subscribers, so nope. But yeah, where were we? We're on Brian Cage. Well, he's definitely A. I think Team Taz is really good. I think Brian Cage is really good. I can see him as like a maybe TNT champion in the future, but not at the moment. He is a champion, he's FTW champion. He's just a big bloke and he's fucking huge. The size of his arms and muscles are fucking... Oh, it's ridiculous, but... yeah, he's A. And I think Britt Baker's A as well, because I think she's brilliant. I think she's a future AEW champion. Definitely, because the character, like me and Sonny were talking about this yesterday, it's not really like any defining characters in it. It probably is. There will probably just be dickheads, and you'll come to me in the comments. But I think Britt Baker is like one of the most unique characters. It's brilliant. The dentist stuff. She's a brilliant heel. She's superb as a heel. Like the way she talks and all that bollocks. She's brilliant. Like she can cut a promo absolutely perfectly, and I think she should beat, or beat Hikaru Shida maybe, or be AEW Women's Champion in the future and for a long time. So that's an A. Next we have Cash Wheeler, who is S, because they're one of the best tag teams in the world. I'm going to put Dax Howard in with him as well. But you didn't put Reynolds and Silver in together. Oh, fuck off. Alright? Calm down. They are both in S because they are one of the best tag teams in the world. They were shat on in WWE, absolutely shat on. I mean, fucking Uzi Hot and all that bollocks. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. They are brilliant. They were one of the best tag teams in the world, like I said 3 times now. And they had one of the best matches, one of the best tag team matches I've seen in my lifetime. Probably be others that you'll comment like, oh no, how was it better than that? Against the Young Bucks, that was absolutely fucking brilliant. They are superb. And, I'm not sure, is he on this list? No, he's not. But they're having a match on the 3rd of March against Jurassic Express. You're like, ooh, there's 3 in Jurassic Express. Is it going to be a handicap? No, Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard is fighting as well. He's 67. 67! That's going to be mental. That's going to be absolutely mental. They're definitely S, and if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. No, I'm joking. You're entitled to your own opinion. Right. Oh, Chris Jericho next. And he's another S as well, because it's Chris Jericho. How can you not put Chris Jericho in S? I mean, he's in his 50s now, and he still looks superb, he still wrestles superb, he still talks superb, he got one of the best themes in wrestling. I'm not sure about the Wix with MJF's theme, but it's one of the most memorable theme songs in wrestling. Oh, it's just brilliant. He's just brilliant. And I'm so glad he's gone to AEW, not like have the old cameo in WWE, because that was a piece of shit. But yeah, Chris Jericho is superb, and that's why he's an S. I don't really have much else to say other than Chris Jericho is one of the best there ever was. Right, next is Christopher Daniels. He's part of SCU, isn't he? Another lad that I think he's 49. I think he's 49. He might be in his 50s now. He's in SCU. I might put them all together because they haven't really done much, have they? Last time we seen them was Frankie Kazarian was rapping. Well, he done really well against. Was it the Acclaimed? Yeah, the Acclaimed were rapping, and then Frankie had a go, and he was really good. But we haven't really seen them much. They might be on Dark. They might have been on Dark, but I don't watch Dark, so yeah, I'm going to put them in B because they haven't really done much as of late. I'm going to put them all in B. I think Frankie Kazarian is massively underrated. I think he's what's the word? Critically underrated. He's just underrated. Scorpio Sky is the other one, isn't it? I think he's really good as well, but they just haven't been on telly much as of late. Maybe something's happened, global, the ongoing global pandemic situation and stuff like that. But they're in B at the moment, but they are a really good trio and tag team, and I think they will be in A when they come back on the telly. Like I'm going to do this again. This is stressful enough doing this, talking this match. Chuck Taylor is next. Do I put all the best friends in the same tier because I think they're in A? Oh yeah, I think he's injured, isn't he, Trent? He broke something or torn something. He done something. I don't know. I don't follow his life. I think Orange Cassidy might be an S. Because Chuck Taylor had the stuff with Miro, didn't he? When he was the young boy, is it young boy? Probably got that wrong. And then he sabotaged him and beat him up and ruined the wedding and all stuff like that. That was fun. They had the brilliant, was it street fight? It was like a street fight match, wasn't it? Or parking lot brawl type of thing with the Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz. That was brilliant. And I think they're quite good. But they're going in A. And I think the Best Friends is the name for a tag team. It's quite good. We'll put the best two in together and then we'll do Orange Cassidy separate. How about that? But that's not keeping up with the theme. No, who cares? Where's Trent? Where is he? There. I don't know why he got. No, we're not putting it in the bottom. It's just so I can move it up. Calm down. I don't know why he got an excellent question mark next to his name. Trent, is that his actual name, Trent? No. Why is that actually in the thing? Oh, I don't know. I thought it was just Trent. Who cares? Next is, I've never heard of this wrestler ever. I'm going to have to Google him. Is it Chima? I've never heard of him. Oh, well, obviously, you can see by the photo, he's a Japanese wrestler, and he's obviously been stuck in Japan because of the global health crisis. And I don't think I've ever seen him wrestle in AEW. So based on that, I'm going to put him in D because I've never seen him wrestle and I've never heard of him. You don't know every wrestler in AEW? Oh my god! Yeah, I'm going to put him in D because of that. Yeah. Sorry. I'll look up his matches after this. And I might put in the comments, oh yeah, he should go up because he's brilliant. I mean, he looks like a good wrestler just looking at the photo. I don't know, he got his thumbs up as well doing that. I don't know. Next is Cody. Cody Rhodes now, because he got the name back, is in S. Just show him an S. I think the S tier is just going to be everywhere. They're not going to be like top of S or top of bollocks. Yeah, Cody's in S because he is superb. I say superb. I need to think of better words. Other words to say. I just say, oh, they're good. They're good. I thought it should be an S. They're good. Cody likes giving other people the rub as well. I really like the thing that he done really early on in AEW, where he had a match with his MJF, where he said, "Oh, if I lose, I don't challenge for the main title ever," which I think is brilliant. Because if Cody won it or kept winning it, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, because he owns the company." He's like, "Oh, he's gonna make himself win all the time." But no, he's such a cool guy. I'd love to meet him. I'd love to meet Cody Rhodes. He seems like a fucking brilliant lad. I'd love to go for a pint with him. Seems like that type of guy. Brilliant theme song as well. I will admit, I don't like the Snoop Dogg bit in his song now. I think that ruined it. That completely ruined it. Just like his Frog Splash, it was shit. Yeah, I really like his theme song as well. That's one of the best in wrestling at the moment, in my opinion. The one without the Snoop Dogg bit. Yeah, he goes in S. And congratulations on having a little baby girl on the way. Yeah, WWE shat on him as well, didn't they? Giving him a fucking Stardust gimmick. Oh, he's Goldust brother. Oh, Stardust. And he done really well with that. Excuse me, I haven't got Rona, I've had the vaccine. For the first one, anyway. What was I going to say? Where was I? The cough made me lose my train of thought. Yeah, the Stardust thing, although it was a shit gimmick, he really run with it. He really runs with everything he's been given. Next is Colt Cabana, who I think should be an A. I'm going to put him in A, part of the Dark Order. I don't know what number he got. He has got a number, but I can't remember. He's not even a fan. A veteran of the game, Colt Cabana. He's been everywhere, Ring of Honor, all that shite. Well, not shite, is it? It's good, but you know what I mean. He's good. He's just brilliant. I think when Brody Lee was alive... Oh, he's not on this tier list, Brody Lee. I think he should be. Honorary. When Brody Lee was alive, that was brilliant. The chemistry... The chemistry between them two is superb. I think he's a brilliant... I said superb again. I need to think of another word. Another word. Get my... Excuse me. Get my... I can't say it. Get my... Fucking hell. Get my thesaurus out and get some new words. It's fucking ages to say that. Where was I? Colt Cabana. I think he's a really good addition to the Dark Order because they've all got masks on. And I know they're not anymore, but they're all like scary guys. And then there's just him, happy Colt Cabana like that, smiling all the time. And he's a really good wrestler, so he's definitely A. Next is Darby Allin. Ooh. I'm tempted by DLC now, Joanne. It's S or A. It's S or A for me. He's a brilliant TNT champion. He sells really well. His moveset is really good. The stuff with Sting is alright. Well, no, it was alright when all they kept doing was bring his Sting out, the fucking Team Taz kept running away, and then that was it. But his match with Brian Cage was superb. His match with Cody Rhodes was superb. He's a really superb again. Amazing. I'm going to say amazing from that one. It's S or A. It's another one. If there was a tier in the middle, he'd be in there. But he's really young as well, still. And his physique, like, look at him. He just looks like a scrawny. Look, I'm a fat cunt, so I can't really say anything. But he just looks like a scrawny little man. And he's brilliant. Top of A or S. A or S. He's TNT champion, but I'm so torn. I'm going to put him in S because I think he's got the brightest future ahead of him. Like, one of the brightest futures ahead of him in wrestling, so he will be an S in the future. Oh, excuse me. Next is Dasha Gonzalez, who I think is a interviewer, is she? Is she? I think so. Might be completely wrong, but I think she is, like a backstage interviewer, so, she's a professional wrestler. Oh, she used to be in NXT. I don't know. Sorry about this. This is very unprofessional. I should have looked this up before I'd done this. Or I should just know who she was. She's a fitness model. Ooh. She's a ring announcer. Yeah, she's a ring announcer for AEW. And I don't think I've seen her backstage a few times. I'm going to put her in C because I have seen her a few times, but it's just a bit meh. It's just a bit meh. Next is Dustin, who I think should be an A. A? S? S, not A. It's Dustin Rhodes. He was so brilliant. He was brilliant as Goldust in WWE for however many years he was in there. He wanted to get breast implants, didn't he, before? Because of the old character. Oh, get them. Don't get breast implants. Bloody hell. A little fun fact. That'll probably change because he's in AEW now, but apart from him and Jim Duggan are the only two people that have been in a Rumble in every decade. Well, up until, because we're in a new decade now. So I expect to see Jim Duggan in the Royal Rumble soon, so they can keep that going. Because I don't think we'll see Dustin Rhodes Goldust in there anytime soon. He's an S because he does a lot obviously he does a lot backstage, a lot of helping out. He's in his 50s now, is he, Dustin? In his 50s and still going in the ring absolutely perfectly. The match with Cody Rhodes is one of the best I've ever seen. The storytelling in that match was, the blood. I do like quite a bit of blood. Not quite a bit of blood. I do like a bit of blood in my wrestling as well. I mean, the barbed wire deathmatch thing is going to be, I'm going to be on the ceiling after that match. But yeah, Dustin Rhodes in S. Ooh, Eddie Kingston next, who is probably one of the best promos in wrestling. Again, he just looks like a fucking hard bastard, doesn't he? He's not got a physique as like a Brian Cage or like someone else, but he just looks like he could beat the shit out of you. So I'm gonna put him in A just because of his promo and other stuff like that. Brilliant wrestler, brilliant promo. When he first come on the scene, I was like, oh, here we go. Who's it? I don't watch the indies. I don't watch WWE and AEW. I haven't really heard of him, but then when he exploded and had that match with John Moxley with the barbed wire and stuff, he's got a good team with Butcher and the Blade. He had a good team with Lucha Bros. Superb. Again, I said superb. Think of another word, Joe. But yeah, he's definitely an A. He's definitely an A. Next is Emmy Sakura. I think it's just come back because she's from Japan, and she's in the Japan bracket, isn't she? I've seen this yesterday. I should know this. She's 44. I don't know if she's that old. Yeah, she is. I think she's quite good. I think I've seen her a few times before the whole global thing went on and she went back to Japan. Ooh, that it. Oh, I got a spot with her. I just fucking caught it. That's staying on the video. I'm going to put her in B because she's only just come back. I don't really watch. She do stuff in Japan. I don't know. I didn't really keep up with her career, but I think she's quite good. Hopefully, this global situation goes away soon. It don't look like it's going to. Off a little tangent here, they've eased the lockdown in Wales to you're allowed to go on a walk or exercise with 4 people now. Who the fuck exercising in a group of 4? Fuck off. Just never mind. Ignore that. But I'm putting her in B because she's all right. Next is Evil Uno, who had quite a change because when he first come on the scene, and I know I can't really say much because I'm the biggest. I'm just fat as fuck. But he has had a change in the body transformation because he looked quite large, and I don't want to. He's not going to watch this, so I don't really care. But I don't want to say this. I was like being offensive because he still looks quite chubby. Like he don't have the wrestler physique. He's a bit like a Trevor Murdoch. That's a blast from the past. But I think he's quite good as well. Is he the leader of a Dark Order? No, it's -1. I don't know. Tempted by A, because I do quite like him. And he does do a lot of flippy stuff for quite a larger gentleman. He does do quite a lot of flippy do stuff. B A. I'm not sure. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, shit. Again, if there was a team between A and B, it'd be in there, but I'm going to put him in A. No, I'm not. I'm going to put him in B. Put him top of B. Top of B, because I think he's alright. And he's a borderline. He's a borderline guy again, and he's brilliant. I like to see my whole matches, because he's always, he's in the tag team with Stu Grayson, isn't he? And they always have Alex Reynolds and John Silver on the matches, but I like to see them two go as well. Because Stu Grayson, brilliant. Stu Grayson is absolutely fantastic. Next we've got Hikaru Shida, the current AEW champion, who I think has gone back to Japan. I think she has gone back to Japan. And I do kind of think her title run is sort of over now, because I think it's sort of petered out. I know AEW not, at the moment, they're sort of bringing it back, but they weren't really that high on the women's division, were they? Unlike, I don't want to compare the two, but WWE were more high on the women's division and AEW more high on tag teams, but they always used to put women on the quarter hour and then have like a 5-minute match, a 5-minute squash match, and that was it. But they're sort of bringing it back with the tournament and stuff like that. I mean, she's a really good wrestler, and I think she's been a good champion, but not alright, good champion. But I think she needs to lose that belt now. I think to Britt Baker, in my opinion. I'm going to put her in top of A because I don't think she's S. Bit controversial, but I don't think she's S. Is she S? She's the current women's champion, but no. that'll ruffle a few feathers. Now we've got Isaiah Cassidy, who I found out the other day was younger than me, and that's mental. I keep thinking, it's mental that all these wrestlers are younger than me. Then I realise I'm 23 and I'm getting old. It really makes me sad. Isaiah Cassidy. I'm going to put them together with... Mark Quinn wasn't on the telly. Yeah, it wasn't on Dynamite the other day, because they done the stuff where he come out in the costume, didn't he? The mascot costume, and helped out Matt Hardy, because they're in a team together with Big Money Matt. And I was like, Mark Quinn's not there, so something's obviously gone wrong, or gone on, maybe the Global Bastard, or he's just injured. I hope he's not bad. I hope you're alright, Mark. I mean, they're good wrestlers. Gin and Juice is a really good finisher as well. I think that's a brilliant finisher as a tag team, like. Stop playing your hair, dickhead. Is it A? Because they're still really young and they've still got a lot to give. They're brilliant in the ring. Quite good talk as well. Good at dancing. That's not a plus. I'm going to put them in A. Why won't I go to the end? Look, it goes to there and it... No. Oh, fuck. It's so annoying. There you go. Oh, there's Mark Quinn. Nice hair on Mark Quinn, I think. I think he's got lovely hair. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, put him in A because I think they're a great tag team. Not up there with some of the best, but they are a great tag team. Next we've got Jake Hager, who I noticed, you probably won't see this on the video, but he's got a lighter shade of gold on his name. Maybe they fucked up the name or something, I don't know. I gotta admit, I'm a fan of random out there wrestlers, and Jack Swagger was one of my best fit. Go again. I like really out there wrestlers, and Jack Swagger was one of my favourite wrestlers in WWE for years. Since he came on, he was one of my best favourite wrestlers in WWE. We the People and all that. I think he's superb. He's superb now. I said superb again. I'm tempted by S. I'm so tempted by S because I think he's fucking brilliant. He's that brilliant tough guy character, because he's tough as well, because he's won every match he's had in MMA. You just know he's a fucking hard bastard. I'm going to put him in A because, that'll please the marks. If I put him in S, it probably raptures if someone comes up, sees this fucking tier list. How can you put him in A? How can you put him in S? Joey Janella next. I think he's quite good. He had that match with, was it last year or the start of this year? With, what the fuck's his name? What? I can't think of his name. He's the champion. I can't think of his fucking name. Oh, Brody Lee is on there. What? Kenny Omega. Fuck me. What the fuck's wrong with me? Yeah, that match with Kenny Omega was good. He was supposed to have another match in the tournament with Kenny Omega, and then his tag partner Sonny Kiss stepped in and lost in about 10 seconds, which is fair enough. That's going to happen. Hang on. got tickly throat. I haven't got COVID, don't worry. No, you can catch it through the camera, Imagine if you could. You wouldn't watch YouTube ever again, Josh Circa. Yeah, I'm going to put him in B because I think he's quite a good wrestler, but he's alright. He's probably on Dark. He's probably another one that's on Dark. I'm like, I haven't really seen him. But he hasn't been on Dynamite much recently. I've seen Sonny Kiss in the crowd, but I didn't really see him. So maybe something happened, I don't know. But he's going in B. Next is John Silver, who I think is A, because he's just one of the funniest guys. His Twitter, follow his Twitter, I think it's like John Silver 04 or something like that. Follow his Twitter as well, because he's one of the funniest guys. He is so funny. And he's really muscly as well, like Johnny Hungy. He's a really good wrestler as well. I remember, I was watching a CCW compilation. I was watching a CCW compilation. I was like, oh look, it's John Silver. So he's been about a bit. And he's a brilliant wrestler as well. Great character in the Dark Order. He's great in that whole like trying to recruit Adam Page thing as well. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Might need to zoom out a bit now because yeah, we'll be able to do it for the next line. Oh no, but that'll line will disappear on it. I don't know. Next we've got Jon Moxley, who is one of the best wrestlers in the world ever. Now, brilliant, absolutely superb. And I know Adam Page at the top, but who gives a fuck? Like don't mean he's the best wrestler in the company. He's just on the top because I can't be asked to move him about. All right. I know I've done it for the other ones, but get it right. Jon Moxley is. He got. I know the PWG or PWI top 500 wrestlers of the year. He got number 1. Ever since he's left WWE, it's been fucking brilliant for him. He's just. The guy's going to be a dad as well. He's a fucking lunatic on telly. I'm so glad he left WWE as well because they just ruined him. Vince McMahon really didn't get him as a character, and it's just And I think the character he got now wouldn't wash in WWE because it's not really PG, is it? He's just a hard bastard who'll just beat everyone up. And Jon Moxley's brilliant, and I think he should win that title back, maybe against Adam Page or even against Kenny Omega. I don't know, because are they going to do Adam Page against Kenny Omega? Aren't they? So maybe after that. And he's got the match against Kenta, and he for that belt. Ooh, Jon Moxley is he's brilliant. He's brilliant. Fucking S. As a character, as a wrestler, just as everything, he is fan-bloody-tastic. Next we've got Jungle Boy, who has got one of the best themes in wrestling at the moment. Brilliant to get that Baltimore song. And he's going in A because, do I put them all in A? I don't think so. Because he's the shining star of that group. You know, he's still really young as well. Like he's like 24. And he had a match. Who did he have a match with? That was with Dax Harwood, and he beat him. Is it Dax Harwood? Yeah, he beat him, didn't he? And that was because they were handcuffed to each other, weren't they? He beat him. Ever since he's come on, he's a great wrestler. Ever since I've seen him in the Battle Royal, one of the first episode of AEW, or the first pay-per-view of AEW, I knew that. I just thought, this guy's quite good, isn't he? This guy's all right. And look at him. And he says superb again. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. Put him in A. I think I'll put this guy in. He might be D. I might put him in D. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to put him in D. Right, Kip Sabian. I'm talking. Put him in fucking S. Put him in the middle. In the middle of a nice little Adam Page, Jon Moxley sandwich. Ooh. Again, Kenny Omega is one of the best wrestlers of all time. IMO. I know you've got Steve Austin. I know, but current times. In the future, you're like, remember Kenny Omega? Absolutely. Remember that brilliant wrestler called Kenny Omega? Superb. I said superb again, but he's amazing. He's definitely S. He's just, there's no words to describe Kenny Omega. He's just a fucking... And also with Don Callis and Gallows and Anderson. Yeah, Gallows and Anderson. Ooh. Give me that every fucking week. And that barbed wire death match is going to be exploding barbed wire death match. Ooh. It's going to be fan-bloody-tastic. He's S, and I don't really have much more to say about that. He's just S. He's the best S ever. Next up, Kip Sabian, who I'm going to put in B. He's injured, isn't he? I swear I read that he's injured, but he didn't say what. But he's injured. And he's married now, so congratulations, Kip. From the UK, obviously. I mean, I was going to say big up the UK boys, but I'm Welsh, not from the UK. Wow, box. Who cares about that? Put him in B. Good wrestler. Lost his tag team partner, Jimmy Havoc. Just stuff. I'm not going to talk about that stuff. But he lost him, and then he got with Miro, the best man. And he's been alright, and I mean, A lot of people didn't really like the stuff with Orange Cassidy when he's kept doing off his gaming about, but I thought that's quite funny. But yeah, because he's injured, that's quite harsh. I think he's a B anyway. Injury or not. Because he just wrestles the odd tag match and that's it. And he's he's there to fill out. He's like the sort of guy that you see like filling out a battle royal or filling out like a multi-man tag match or something like that. He's just that guy. Next we've got Chris Tatlander, who is also injured. That was a horrific injury, wasn't it? I think she's done like look at this new pose. Do you like that one? I think it was a ACL or something like that, which will leave you out for action in football. Will leave you out for action for like 18 months, which is ridiculous. And I am going to admit this, I'm a Chris Statlander fanboy, because I think he's a brilliant wrestler. And the galaxy's greatest alien is, not really a character that's stuck with many people, but it's stuck with me because I quite love that stuff. I don't want to put her in A because it would really piss people off, but I think she's great. I'm going to put her in top of B. Oh, Chrissy Statlander. I really like the name as well. Probably just me, but I like Chris Statlander as a name, as a wrestler. And I'd have her come back and challenge, maybe not win, but challenge for that world title. But we'll have to wait and see when she comes back. She has been backstage and that, so maybe she's quite close. Oh, now we have one of my favourite wrestlers in the company. I don't know why he's one of my favourites, but we have Lance Archer. Archer of the Lance variety. If you watched WWE ECW in like 2009 or 10, 11, around that time, you would see a guy that is now Lance Archer, who looks nothing like him. He had a feud with Shelton Benjamin, I think, back in the day. A lot of people forgot who he was. Because he was on the SmackDown vs Raw 2011 game, and he was on it, and you're like, who the fuck is this guy? And like, oh, I can't remember Vance Archer then, wasn't it? Not Lance Archer. And he's come into AEW and he looks like he's a fucking monster. He's an absolute monster. Like back in the day, I'm not sure if it was just he wasn't built enough or what, but he looked tiny. Like watching back, he was taller than Shelton Benjamin because he's 6'7", I think, which is ridiculous. But back in the day, he just looks quite small in a WWE ring. And I don't know why, but now he's going in A because I think I love him. I give him. He's a future AEW champion. Give it to him now. No, I'm joking. But he's close anyway. TNT. Give him a TNT title. I think that'd be great. Give him a TNT title. I think stuff with Jake the Snake's good. A nice little partner to have. When he was chucking people through the ceiling. Shout out Simon Miller. That was great. I quite like his hair. Nice little red strand going down. And he's a very scary man. So I'm going to keep him in A. Because if he finds out I put him in low, he'll probably beat me up. Next we have Leva Bates, who is on dark all the time and on the side. Don't have blue hair there. I'm going to put him deep. No offence, Leva, but don't really do much for me. You're on dark. That's like I'm sitting on dark. Dark's really good, but I just don't watch him much. And she's on the side. She had the thing with Brody Lee, where he snapped the laptop. It's like a statistician. She's like a Dana Brooke figure back in the day. I mean, she's alright. I just like to see her wrestle more on AEW Dynamite. I mean, the D category at the moment, it's not really a shit on them. It's that they don't really get shown much on Dynamite. Awesome Kong's disappeared, so I don't know. Put in the comments if you do know where she is, or like if something's happened. Please tell me, because I'm a bit, doing that. What the fuck am I on about? What the fuck am I on about? Right, Luchasaurus. Controversial this is, because I think Jungle Boy's the best member of Jurassic Express. Although Luchasaurus is brilliant, for a big man, the kicks and flying about is really great. Got his mask back with horns, which is fantastic. Like who'd have thought, anyone that watched AEW would be like, oh, he's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur wrestler. That's brilliant. But he is. I'm going to put him in A. Do I put him in A? Or B? A, B. Put him bottom of A. Bottom of A because I think he's very borderline, but he's higher than the borderline. Next we've got Luther, who I'm going to put in D because it's not fussed. Again, Luther's in his 50s as well, but I think I'm just not fussed. I mean, he was on the side a lot, in the crowd sort of thing. And then he just started to wrestle, and it might be his age, he is getting on a bit, But there's people like Jericho, Daniels, that are just better wrestlers than him, and he's just... I mean, he's a legend of the wrestling scene because he's like been wrestling for like 30 years or whatever. But he's just him and Sir. I'm going to put his Serpentico on here as well because... no, he's not. What? Why is Serpentico not in there? He wrestles on AEW Dynamite. Like, what the fuck? I mean, Peter Avalon's on there, and Leva Bates is on there, but... okay, there's no Serpentico. But anyway, Serpentico looks a lot smaller than he is, right? He's 5'6", which is 2 inches smaller than me. But he looks tiny on AEW. I don't know why. Right. I think Serpentico could be in D as well. Lufa just doesn't do it for me. He's just quite boring. He's got a red dot on his head, and that's about it. He's a boring wrestler. I mean, he fought against Orange Cassidy for as a little filler thing. And I listened to a What Culture podcast, which is brilliant. What Culture is superb again. And they said maybe he was there because he's the same size as Miro, as in height and that. So it's because Miro wasn't on telly, was he? I think they all weren't on telly. And the guys put out a little 5-minute filler match. And it's all right. It's all right, but he's a D wrestler for me. He just doesn't do it for me. Marco Stunt is next, and if you want to put him in a match with a big man to just chuck him about, he's superb. He had matches with Brody Lee, rest in peace Brody, Lance Archer, and they just chucked him about everywhere. Because he's so small, you can just throw him about the ring, and he's actually really good at wrestling as well, and a great character. The stuff with Negative One was really good. I actually watched that on Dark because it popped all over social media. Is he an A? Do I put the whole of Jurassic Express in A, or do I put Marco? That's a bit harsh on Marco. It's different. It's very different because I know for a fact if this guy was in WWE, he'd have some shit gimmick like a hornswoggle type thing. It's he's so small. Look at him. I mean, look at him. That's how small he is. That's what Vince would think of him. But I'm going to put him in a bottom of A because he's another borderline guy. He's great at selling because of how small he is. He's great to chuck about because of how small he is. He makes the big guys look fucking like bastards because they're just chucking about this little guy. But yeah, it's 8. Next is Matt Hardy and Michael Sidgwick from What Culture was talking about this. Probably won't see this. None of them will see this. Why do they care? Well, if they do see this, they will not get this far. He said that Matt Hardy is sort of dying down a bit. Like he's looking a bit slow in the ring. He's looking a bit rusty in the ring, and I do agree. Obviously, he's not the Matt Hardy of 10 years ago, say, because people age and they do slow down a bit. But he's just a bit. I love the Big Money Matt character better than the woken broken Matt Hardy in WWE is great and other stuff was great, but I think Big Money Matt works more in AEW. And I think going forward, because he's having that match with Adam Page, and I do quite hope that goes 10 minutes if that. I hope that's a short one and done match. I'd like him to see like a more managerial figure, not management as in AEW management. I mean a team management. I'm not wrestling as much because I think he's sort of slowing down a bit now. A bit like Jeff. I mean Jeff still got it a bit more than Matt, but that's another story. Another story with Jeff. I'm going to put him in A because it's just Matt Hardy, isn't it? He's a legend. He's a fucking legend, Matt Hardy. But he is A because maybe that one thing we'll talk about is that head bump. Not that I really want to talk about it again because it was fucking terrifying watching it. But the head bump against Sami was, oh god. When he was got up and he was stumbling about, oh I don't want to watch that again. That was horrible. But maybe that's made him think more about what he does in the ring and he slowed down a bit. I don't know. But he's here, and I think other people agree with this. Matt Jackson next. Another one I'm considering with D. To be honest, Matt and Nick. No. They are S tier. An Intel Core gaming laptop by Razer. Who cares? There's still loads on this tier list. Fuck me. I think I'm just going to have to chuck people in, not talk about them. There's Nick. We'll put Nick in here as well. Sorry, they're not next to... Fine, we'll put them next to each other. They are, again, like Cash and Dax, one of the best tag teams of all time and in the world. Well, if they're the best of all time, surely they're the best in the world as well. Fuck off. I'm shit at this. Get over it. I think they should lose the belt soon, maybe. Oh, that match with Santana and Ortiz was brilliant because it's great when you have a match where you honestly can't predict who's going to win. And I love that about wrestling sometimes, but yeah, they did win. I was honestly thought, oh, Santana and Ortiz are going to win this because then they could do the Inner Circle shit. But they did. But yeah, Matt and Nick are so good. They are so good. Good as a heel, good as a face. Ooh. Give me a Matt and Nick Jackson match every week. Every minute of my life, and I love it. But yeah, they're S tier. And if you don't agree to S tier, then fuck off. Next we've got Mel, who I've never heard of. Another Google. Oh my god, you don't know all these wrestlers. Oh my god. I think she's on Dark or something. Because I did watch the Cultaholic one. And I don't know. She had a match on Dark last year. And I think that's about it. Yeah, she's a D because she hasn't done much. Yeah, I'm going to have to blast through these because it's probably going to be an hour video or something. Yeah, she's D because she hasn't done much. Next is Michael Nakazawa, who is sort of getting involved with the, because he's Kenny Omega's best mate, or good mate. When he first, because I don't really know much about the indies, I will admit, I was a WWE guy before AEW come along, and now it's sort of 50-50 with both. I didn't really know much about the indies, and Michael Nakazawa's bit in the Battle Royal with the Baby Oil and that is alright. But I think he's going to go in, is he D? I mean, he has a lot of dark matches, I think, but that's about it. He's just a D. I mean, he's alright. Baby Oil's funny in it, but I mean, he's alright wrestler, but nah. Miro is going to go in A. I mean, his debut was alright, because like, oh my god, it's Miro. Or Rusev, if you're an WWE fan. A lot of people didn't really like his like best man shtick debut, but hopefully he can do more in the future. Hopefully he turns on Kip Sabian, goes on a massive heel run, and challenges for the TNT title. So I think that would be brilliant. And I've heard, I think he did an interview with someone, or he mentioned it on his streams or something. He's really happy, and that's all that matters, isn't it? All that matters is someone happy. I mean, WWE shat on him. I mean, they thought that when Rusev Day was massive on it, was absolutely huge. Rusev Day, it was like the most merch seller. And I think it was Vince or someone, like backstage, the higher ups, thought they were mocking him. Like they were taking the piss, chanting Rusev Day, and it wasn't. He was just so over. He was one of the most over things in the company, and he got organically over. And I think Vince hates that. Like he hates wrestlers getting over from something that he didn't do. And I think he just had it in for Rusev ever since he fucking debuted. But that's just me. And he's an A. I think if he had a bit of a better debut, he'd go in S. But I think it's alright, I guess. It's alright. Right. Next we have MJF, who I think should go in S. Because we're going to have to zoom out a bit now. Zoom out to 90. We've gone to a second row of S. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, MJF, one of the best heels in the world, one of the best heels in the... I was going to say one of the best heels in the world, one of the best heels in the company. Well, that is the world, you dick. You dickhead. I am waiting for him to turn on the Inner Circle. Take over the Inner Circle, I think he's going to do. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? I think... he's such a good talker as well, like, and I think he doesn't turn off either. I think I saw like a thing, it's like a signing thing with fans, and someone asked him for a photo and he like stuck his middle finger up to him or something. A little kid, which I think is fantastic. I think he's one of the best talkers in the world as well. Up there with Eddie Kingston, definitely. Or maybe better. I just waffle. I'm just waffling. I'm talking bollocks. Because I don't know what to say. He's just an S tier wrestler. Leave it at that. Mr. Brody Lee goes in S because why? Put him top of S. We'll put him Brody Lee top of S. Because rest in peace Brody Lee. You are brilliant. Your son is doing you so proud in AEW. Perfect, innit? I cried when he died. It's really sad. It was so sad because when it broke that he passed away, it wasn't AEW that broke it. Someone put it on Twitter, and I thought it's just a hoax. It's just bollocks. But then it's true, and I thought, oh god, because he was just getting going in AEW. He was just getting going, and he was brilliant. He was brilliant leader of the Dark Order. He was funny in being the Elite. He was what a brilliant wrestler, and he's left behind a legacy, which is fantastic. And I really like Luke Harper in WWE as well. They shat on him as well. I think was it Bray Wyatt won the Elimination Chamber, then in a match with Orton, was it? They should have had Luke Harper in that. I think he had the Intercontinental title, didn't he? But I think he should have gone for the big one, because I think he was so underrated, massively underrated in WWE, and then he come to AEW and proved how good he is, and then sadly passed away, which is such a shame, because I know he was in his 40s now, well, in his 40s when he was in the AEW, but he's had so much to give, and it's just so sad that he passed away, but there you go. Right, Nyla Rose is next. And we haven't really seen her much, have we, since the tournament, because he's partnered up with Vicky Guerrero. Is Vicky on this list? Nope, she's not. Where do we put Nyla Rose? This is a bit of a tough one. I'm going to start just chucking people in with no explanation at the moment. I can't be arsed. I'm going to put her in B, because, I think she's a good wrestler. And she looks like a fucking monster, given her size and that. And I think she will win the AEW World Championship again, but not at the moment. Unless she might be off for personal reasons, or she might be wrestling on Dark, I don't know. But she's going in B. Orange Cassidy is S, in my opinion. He is one of the most unique wrestlers in the world. He is fan-bloody-tastic. Another one, like, if he was in WWE, it would ruin him. It would be the worst fucking thing ever. He just wouldn't get it. Vince just wouldn't get it. Like, the slow kicks where the crowd's going mental. He's a brilliant wrestler as well, apart from that. He's the most laid-back guy in the world. He's one of my favourite wrestlers in the world, ever, Orange Cassidy, and he's going in S. Next we have Ortiz and Santana, who I think... Michael Sidgwick pitched this, that they're going to turn babyface and become the tag team of the Inner Circle, but break out from the Inner Circle and be the babyface tag team and do brilliantly off that, and I think that should happen, because I didn't think of it at the before he said that. I thought they're just going to be heel tag teams in the Inner Circle and do all shit like that, but do I put them in S? Do I put them in S? It's A or S. They're really good, but they're more than really good. They're fantastic. Bottom of S. Put him next to MJF. Put him. Where is he? Where is the other one? There he is. Oh, there's one thing. This might just be me, but I'm not sure if it's Ortiz or Santana. He oversells a bit too much sometimes, which does annoy me a bit, because it's just funny. Well, how could it be annoying if it's funny? I mean, the orange juice thing, he massively oversold that, and I was a bit like, go mate, calm down, son, calm down. But yeah, they're going in S. Next is Pac, who I think should go in S as well, because... You're putting Adrian Neville in S? Oh, one thing about Pac though, he has this, my hair's not long enough, but he has his hair like in his face, and that would really annoy me. Like, my hair like that now, like, it's tickling my forehead. And I think that would really annoy me if I put my hair in my face. I know wrestlers do that and like swing it back, like Drew McIntyre does and that, but just a little niggle about Pac. That would really annoy me. Brilliant wrestler, brilliant talker, brilliant heel, S. Yeah, I'm sifting through these now, Got really tickly throat as well. Have I got all left in here? No. All this talking is... fuck me. Next is Penelope Ford. I'm going to put it in C. Just doesn't wrestle much, does he? Maybe something's going on. I know she got married. That was a real wedding as well, apparently. I read online. C, because Sam wrestled much. She might wrestle that, but I don't know. C. Pentagon. S, because brilliant tag team, brilliant wrestlers. High Flyer is amazing. I've noticed something. Who's missing from this list? Massive missing from this list. From the ones left, Ray Phoenix is not on this list. You got Michael Nakazawa, Lever Bates, and Luther, and all them bollocks. But Ray Phoenix isn't on this list. What the fuck? Ray Phoenix is there as well because they're superb. I said superb again. Say something different, Joe. They're S. They've got one of the best movesets, but I don't know. Put them in S. Peter Avalon. Me and Sonny got a little soft spot for Pretty Peter because I just think it's really funny. How he's not that. Well, I can't really talk because I'm an ugly bastard. How he's not really that pretty, but he thinks he's pretty and all that. And I think I find it quite funny. So I'm going to put him in C. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, put him in D, bloody rubbish." But yeah, he's a C because he's quite funny. Preston Vance, or 10 of the Dark Order, is going to go in. I think he's a good wrestler. Put him in B. Put him in the middle, top of the middle, because I think he's great. His name in the Indies was Preston Vance, and get it, Preston Vance. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Yeah, B. Next is Cutie Marshall. I've been watching a lot of Sami Guevara's vlogs, and he's really funny in there, Cutie Marshall. And he's backstage guy, and he trains people a lot. Brilliant, but I'm going to put him in B. He wrestled on Dark, I think. He's in the Nightmare Factory, or not Nightmare stuff with Dustin Rhodes. It's alright, isn't it? He's a good wrestler. Let's chuck him in B. This video is going to be over an hour, and it's going to be mental. Oh, the next one. Now, the Butcher and the Blade is my favourite tag team in AEW, because I just think the Butcher is... Oh, I love his moustache, his look, his monocle, his tattoos, his moves. The Butcher, I want to be mates with the Butcher. Their entrance theme, the heavy metal stuff. He's in a band as well. Oh, I'm putting him in it. I'm putting him in S. Fight me. I know the Bunny's not, but I'm putting Butcher and the... For the Blade on there. I'm putting the Butcher and the Blade on S. You can fight me if you think that's wrong. The Butcher and the Blade are going on S because they're my favourite tag team and they are fucking brilliant. They should be AEW tag team champions now and forever. They are super fucking superb. I know I said superb again, but fuck it. Right. Ricky Starks is next, who I think is very underrated. I'm going to put him in A because I think he should be TNT champion in the future. Maybe not world. And he's a good looking bloke as well. And he's a good looking bloke, good wrestler. And he's an A star wrestler in my opinion. Future TNT champion. I think he should break out from Team Taz. It's like a... I don't know. Put him in A. He's in A. Next is Riho. Nice to see her back. Great match with Serena Deeb. Me and Sonny find the name Deeb quite funny, so it's kind of like we can't really take her serious, but she's not on this list either. I know she's not really... Is she an AEW wrestler? Or is it NWA? Who cares? Riho's brilliant. Her size as well, really... What was I going to say? Her size, like... She's really small, and seeing her against like Nyla Rose or something is quite great. I'm going to put in A. Top of A or S? A or S? A or S? A or S? We're going to put in S, because there's no women in S yet. And I think she's fantastic, old Riho. She's probably not that old, but, you know, she's fantastic, Riho. And she's going in S. I think she's an outside shot to win the women's tournament. Put your bets on Riho. Next is Sami Guevara, who is lefty in a circle, and is going in A. Great vlogs, by the way. I quite like Sami in the vlogs. Yeah, Sami's going in A. So I think he's a great wrestler, great talker, great heel, great vlogs. A. Next is Shanna. Another one. Like, Shanna's on here, but Ray Phoenix isn't. Did he just forget about him? He's like, oh, mate, he made it. I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot him. How come you forget him? When you put Penta in, you think, oh yeah, I put Ray Phoenix in now, but was it just like, oh, when I get to R, I'll put Ray Phoenix in? It just didn't. Oh well, I do quite like Shanna. She had a match, didn't she, on Dynamite, and she wears the Dragon Ball Z gear, which is quite good. She's French, which is different, you know. She's not the best French wrestler ever. That's obviously Rene Dupree, but I don't even think Rene Dupree's French. I think he's Canadian. Bollocks. He's French. Bill Santino Morella's Italian. She wrestles on. Does she wrestle on Dark a lot? I don't know. I do quite like her though. I'm going to put it C because I quite like her as a wrestler and a character. Isn't that lovely? Next is Shawn Spears, or if you're a WWE fan, Ty Dillinger. He was with Tully Blanchard, and then Tully Blanchard kind of left him, but was still with him because he went with FTR. I don't really been seen much as of recent. I mean, he was in the Battle Royal, wasn't he? And he had the thing in the glove where he punched Cutler, eliminated him. I think I can't really remember, but I'm going to put him in B because he's sort of middle of the road. Glad he got away from WWE because the 10 thing was great. In the Rumbles coming out on number 10 twice-ish because he got fucked out of the second one, didn't he? But the pop when he come out of the Rumble in 2017 was look at that pop just for number 10. Superb. He's B at the moment because he's not really done much. If he's happy, he's happy. And he goes out with Peyton Bloody Royce, which is fantastic. Next is Sonny Kiss, who I think is a great wrestler. What can I... We're near the end, boys. We're near the end. No one's got this far. Maybe make my friends watch this. But I think Sonny Kiss is an A-star wrestler because he's very unique. Another one, and I'm going to go back to this, probably the last time because you're probably annoyed about this. Another one that if he was in WWE would just have like the worst gimmick ever. Oh look, he's a feminine bloke. Vince would hate. I think Vince would hate that. I don't know. He's just an A-star wrestler. I think he should break out from Joey Janella. I think they should not like a breakup where they fight, but like they should just naturally drift apart, and then said he should go on a singles run because I think he's really good. Next is my Dark Order mate, Stu Grayson, who I think is one of the better members of the Dark Order. I mean, they're all great, but I just think he's up there with one of the better wrestlers. I mean, they're all great wrestlers. What am I on? I mean, everyone on this list is a great wrestler, but you've got to put him in T, I'm afraid. So the only one that watches this is fucking Luther or something. He actually comes to my house and beats me up. But where was I? Stu Grayson. He's very good at flippy stuff, Stu Grayson. You wouldn't expect it, but he's really good at that, and he's going in A. Next is Ty Conti, the Brazilian, the former WWE superstar. You see the Dark Order? She's sort of in it because he's friends with Ty Conti. She should be in a Dark Order because we need more women. We need to recruit more women, and I think she's quite good. Underrated. She's quite underrated. I'm going to put her in top of C at the moment because she hasn't done much, but she's only signed, a few months ago, so we'll put her in C. Next we've got Wardlow. Ooh, where do I put Wardlow? Because I think Wardlow's brilliant. I think in the future, or very near future, he should break away from MJF and go on a little run of his own. Maybe as a babyface, which I think would be great because he's just a big bloke who could throw people about. Sorry about that. I'm going to put him in A as well. We just totally fucked the list because I now have to zoom out a little bit more. Like that. He's going in A. Wardlow. I really liked the steering thing with Jake Hager, just a little bit. But they kept steering each other. That was fan-bloody-tastic. Next we've got Will Hobbs, who wasn't really... He wasn't on AEW, was he? With Brian Cage on there either because of the weather. Well, Taz said it was the weather because they're having awful weather in America, with the snow and that, like in Texas, which is ridiculous. He's just a big bloke. He's massive, isn't he? In terms of the physique, he kind of reminds me of Keith Lee. Like, because... I don't know how to put this. Keith Lee and Will Hobbs, or Powerhouse Hobbs now, isn't it? They're not really muscly or toned, but since Keith Lee came out on the main roster, they put him in like a vest and tights and that, and he just looks it was like a skirt, wasn't it, when he first debuted? Like, look at him, he's fat, you got to come out. No, just let him be who he is, man. Like, they don't cover Powerhouse Hobbs up, and he's a fucking beast. I'm going to put him B though because he hasn't really wrestled much, but he's a fucking animal. He's a tank. And if you do watch this, Will Powerhouse, Mr. Powerhouse, if you want me to put you in S, I'll put you in S because you're a terrifying dude. Oh, and I'm resorting back to Sammy's vlogs. He steals everyone's phones in there, beats people up and steals stuff off them, which I think is funny. And to end the tier list, we've got Yuka Zakazaki, who has been off because of the global bastard, the global pandemic. because she lives in Japan, or went back to Japan, and she's back now because she's in the tournament. I think she's in the tournament. I bloody watched it. I cannot remember. She's a really good wrestler. I think I've seen her wrestle. I must have, because I watch AEW every week for a long time now. I'm going to put her in B because ever since she come back to Japan, I haven't really kept up with that shit. It's not shit, you know what I mean. I haven't really kept up with that stuff, and she's going in B. That's the tier list. People have got WWE hoarding talent. Not joking. It's just a lot. There's a lot, and they miss out Rey Fenix, which is such a shame. How can they miss out Rey Fenix? He's an S, obviously, but still. That is my tier list. Look at that. Zoom in, zoom in. I was going to go through them all, but bollocks. You can just see it on the screen. Yeah, that's been that. Dr. Pepper. Not sponsored. That'd be good, though. That'd be good. Send me some stuff, Dr. Pepper. Maybe even more fat. Yeah, that is the tier list. It's alright, I think. People will probably disagree. People will probably think I talk complete shit. Absolute shit. Yeah, he's way with words of rubbish, they'll say in the comments. No one will comment, no one will watch this, but still. Yeah, thank you for watching. This has been the AEW roster tier list. I would like to do these with someone, because when you're talking on your own about a tier list, it's kind of shit. There's no one to bounce off, there's no one to have disagreements with, no one to have, like, not arguments, but, like, what's the word? Oh, I can't think of the word. It's not arguments, it's like debates. There's no one to have debates with. You know, when you do it on your own, it's quite shit. I need to get someone else on this. Maybe a girl, that'd be quite good. Although, talking about wrestling with someone that don't like wrestling is quite shit. But yeah, thanks for watching. I have been Jewel, chilling with JR and all that. Cheerio, ladies and gents. Bloody hell, 1 hour 11. Right, I was just editing, and I was going to get the thumbnail for the video. And then I went back onto the tier list, and look, Rey Fenix is there, so we'll just complete this. I'm filming this on my phone, so and put Rey Fenix in S. Where is it? There we go, Rey Fenix is in S. I don't know where he went. You've seen it in the video, he just wasn't there, but then he just appeared, so there we go. Cheers for watching.